For Group A, I think that Rock's making out of groups is pretty obvious. You know, they finished first in Korea. They seem like one of the front runners for the whole tournament, and I don't think it'll be too hard for them. For the second team making it out, I think it's pretty close between G2 and CLG. I would probably give it to G2, but not by a big margin, just because they finished first in Europe. Meanwhile, CLG coming into this came in 4th place in playoffs and qualified through points that they had from spring. That's not to say CLG can't win or that they're a bad team, it's just that G2 looks a little bit better. I think CLG might improve a lot because Rainover's working with them now, and I think if he helps Smithy, then CLG as a whole could get a lot better.
I think the win condition for Rocks isn't really too standout. They just have to play their own game and get Smeb ahead, I think, is a big thing. Smeb's a really big player in the team, and the rest of them just have to play really consistently. I think that Kuro is kind of hit or miss, and if he gets behind, it could be pretty bad. But aside from that, I think that Rocks has a really good chance of just getting up by playing the way they've been playing.
Group B is obviously our group, so I'm hoping that it's going to be us, and it'll probably be SKT, though I think Flash Wolves could potentially upset, so I'm not really too sure. I don't know who plays first or second, but I think it's going to be a toss-up between us three. Not really too sure, but I'm hoping it'll be us, and it'll probably be SKT, but Flash Wolves could upset.
I don't know. I think Flash Wolves could be a strong team, and I'm not entirely sure about iMain. We played them once in scrims before the group draw, and they're decent, but I don't know. It's such a toss-up overall because we haven't scrimmed the other guys, Flash Wolves or SKT. SKT, I think they're a pretty big toss-up considering they lost to KT in playoffs, and then KT lost the finals, and then KT lost the gauntlet, and SKT got in through points, so it's really similar to CLG's road. They can improve a lot, and they've won 2 Worlds already, so they're really a big question mark for how they're gonna do. And Flash Wolves, top of LMS region, which I'm not entirely sure. They were pretty strong last year. They got both their teams into quarters and did okay there, but I don't know. It's a toss-up. I can't really say for sure. If I had to say 2 teams, I would put us and SKT. I don't know what order.
C조는 솔직히 EDG 무조건 올라갈 것 같고요. H2K나 AHQ나 H2K 둘 중 하나가 좀 피 터지게 좀 싸울 거라 둘 다 예상을 못하겠어요. 근데 H2K가 그나마 좀 더 잘할 수 있지 않을까 생각을 하고.
Yeah, Group C, not entirely obvious. I think EDG will make it out, but could be AHQ or H2K getting out. They're both decently strong teams. Second region of EU, or second seed of EU, and second seed of LMS. I'm not entirely sure. I'll put H2K getting out over them, over AHQ.
And as far as win conditions for EDG goes, EDG has a very, very strong bot lane. I think the only exploitable factor in EDG would probably be just the top laner. He's been very, very exploitable in the past, and I think that that's definitely one of the weakest points, and teams could definitely exploit that to get wins off them.
For Group D, I think it's really hard. This seems to be the toughest group of all of them. I would guess that TSM will make it out of their groups just because they've looked so good, and I think they work really well as a team. As for the second spot, I think it's super up in the air. If I had to just make a guess, I would probably say Samsung. RNG is good, but I'm not sure that they're better than TSM or Samsung.
I don't think Splice will make it out because they're third seed like us, and they barely beat Unicorns. And we played against them, and they didn't seem that impressive, but I'm not going to judge them too much because I think it was their first or second day here, so maybe they're jet lagged. But yeah, I'm not expecting too much from Splice. I think the other teams they just seem stronger on paper, and yeah, Splice didn't seem that impressive to me.
D조는 로얄이랑 모르겠어요. 로얄 삼성 TSM도 잘한단 말이에요 요즘. 그래서 제 생각은 TSM, 로얄, 삼성이니까 제 생각에는 로얄이랑 로얄이랑 삼성이 올라갈 것 같아요. 왜냐면 삼성 앰비션 정글러 분이 잘하는데 TSM 정글러 스브엔스킨이 솔직히 잘하긴 하는데 가끔 이 그러니까 자살이 아니고 죽는 모습을 많이 보여준단 말이에요. 그게 좀 약점이 될 수 있지 않을까 생각을 해가지고 TSM도 비역스는 엄청 잘하고 강한 팀이지만 그래도 로얄이나 삼성이 좀 더 높지 않을까 생각 들어요.